Alright, so my roommate and I actually went to eat at McAlister's today, and I just wanted to show you how I find vegan items for McAlister's. So, if you've seen some of my other videos, one of the first things I like to do is to Google um, vegan options at wherever I'm going. And sometimes those companies will have like a page with a vegan menu kind of like lined out. Like Olive Garden has one that just has like a vegan menu that shows everything vegan there. Um, but McAlister's didn't have that, but there were, like, for almost every place you want to go, there are usually several blog posts you can find where they talk about the vegan options, and I've noticed a lot of people have started labeling them 2022 or whatever year it's updated, because sometimes these can go out of date. So that's usually what I'll start at if I'm gonna try out a new place. And so for McAlister's, I've eaten at McAlister's, so I already pretty much knew what was vegan there, or what I knew I wanted to get, but just find a blog post, and here you can see they have a ton of bread options to choose from, a lot of veggie toppings there, and I think this would be good for someone who's really trying to go whole foods, plant-based as well. This is a good option because you can get a couple of unprocessed things, I guess mainly the potato, but yeah, so they offer different types of bread, toppings, several dressings, and then they're really big on their potatoes. So you can get potatoes. They also have a vegan chili that you can get. And of course, you've got salads. But yeah, so you can look at that. But I want to just show you the website. So if you get on their website, another thing that I like to do is to go and look at their allergen list. And it wasn't super easy to find on this one, but I knew it was there because I'd used it before. So here I just went to, I don't know, the menu. And then, like, where was I the other day? Denny's. They had like a vegetarian section on the menu, but this didn't have that. But if you scroll down here to the bottom, it has a nutrition guide, and so that's what I wanted to look for. And then specifically, so it has all the nutrition info, like here, calories and stuff like that. But the one thing I wanted to look at was the allergens. And then here you can actually pick which items you want to look at to avoid. And then, wheat or gluten, if you want that. And then it brings up all of the items that don't have any of those things. So the green means it's good, like it doesn't have it. If it did, it would have this red. So all of these things are totally free of any meat, eggs, fish, milk. One thing I don't like about this, one thing I kind of prefer over the menu that has like all the menu items listed is, sometimes an item won't be on this list because it has like dairy or something in it, but it might be something that you could easily take off. So like they have a bunch of salads, but I could order a salad, maybe it just has cheese that needs to be removed or something like that. But anyway, this is a good resource if you just want to double check. So here you can see that the veggie chili is vegan. All of these garnishes for it are vegan. The veggie chili bowl, the bread bowl, you could get the veggie chili in a bread bowl. And here's one thing, the sides. So I'll show you here in a second. They have a couple of other sides that you think may be vegan. For instance, I'd gotten the steamed broccoli before, and I was like, I just assumed steamed broccoli would be steamed broccoli, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure this has butter in it, and it looks like because it's not listed at one of these sides, it probably did. But the tomato cucumber salad is pretty good, and also they have chips. So I'll normally get a sandwich with some chips. So you can get the sea salt chips. That's normally what I get, is the sea salt chips. But yeah. And then you got your potato. You can get a baked potato and then just put any of these things. You can put chili on it. And yeah, you got all these breads, condiments. That's always a good one to look at on these lists because sometimes you never know if there's like some dairy or egg hiding in the dressings or sauces. And then yeah, look at all these different types of toppings that they have that are just kind of fresh vegetables and things. So yeah, that's about it for that. One thing I wanted to show you is their actual menu. So online I was able to get to, you can find this printable menu right here. And then I'll bring this up. And so this is basically what their menu looks like at the store. There's just like a big thing up at the top with this. And so here's one thing, they have things labeled, you know, vegetarian, you know, gluten. And so you can see all these ones with the little leaf on it. It's vegetarian, but it probably has some dairy in it. So for instance, this nacho basket, clearly you've got cheese dip. No. For cheese melt, clearly no. But it does make it easy to see, like, okay, well, these things don't have meat, so then you can take a look and see, well, do they have dairy? So, for instance, you could get the garden salad, just get the cheese, not just say no cheese. And you could probably do some of these other salads too, but I like the easiest thing possible. At all these places, I just want to know the easiest thing. And so what I found to be the easiest thing is this veggie sandwich. Look at all the veggies. We've got spinach, tomato, cucumber, and the only thing that's not vegan on it is this herb mayo. So you can ask for it without the herb mayo. You can get a mustard on it instead, so you can sub that for the mustard. I normally, with like the avocado and everything on it, to me, I find that you don't normally need to add anything else. But if you want mustard, you can do that. And I also like to put chips on my sandwich, so that gives it a little bit more flavor. But this is normally what I go for. I've actually never gotten the baked potato, but there is the option to get like the just a spud and get some of those toppings that I showed you before put on it, or you can go with the veggie spud that already has some toppings on it and just get it without the rotel cheese sauce. So that's an option. Or like I said, the chili, where is it? Yeah, you can get their, I guess they don't list it, but they have the veggie chili that is vegan, and you can get it in a bread bowl that's also vegan. And then, yeah, like I said, the steamed broccoli, potato salad are a no, mac and cheese, but you can get the chips, you can get the tomato cucumber, fresh fruit. Those are all good. So not a ton of things that come, like nothing comes like really just vegan, but you've got a couple of options for things. But like I said, this sandwich is usually really good, so that's what I normally get. One other thing I wanted to mention is their to-go containers. So if you're like zero waste or low waste, this is a pretty decent place to go, because if you eat in, they serve everything with like real utensils and plates and everything. And then, so if you eat in, there's very little waste that you make. Their cups are plastic, so you may end up with a plastic cup if you get a drink. But yeah, otherwise there's not a whole lot of waste. And then if you get it to go, or you ask for a to-go box, at least the place that I've been to, they had compostable takeout boxes. So yeah, so if you're concerned about that, then they do have that. Oh, and here's another option, is to get this choose two. And so you could get half the veggie sandwich and a cup of the soup, or you could get half a potato, you know, whatever. But yeah, now I'm going to show you what I got today.